no, I didn't know I broke his jaw. No, I mean, I felt something. It's whatever.
Were you frustrated that you weren't able to get more of the ground game off?
No, I mean, it was the first round, and I think, he's secure trained on getting away and getting up and getting out, and I do that too. I was with Shields, and he's a little hold down there, so I know how that is. And it was a gamble. The whole thing's a gamble. I feel like all that's said and done. No disrespect, but I feel like my skill level is way higher standing up and on the ground, but it's a gamble, back and forth. That's what the problem is, So, it's like, okay, should I try to finish with punches, or since I got him down here, should I try to? That indecisiveness is my main problem, which makes this guy sort of a tough matchup for me. I think, Like I said, no disrespect or anything, but I feel that I would win the jiu-jitsu match, I mean, if it was a jiu-jitsu match, I won on the points, the guard pass and everything, so, we got some jiu-jitsu people out here. No, so, it's just that indecisiveness that really screws with me, especially the first fight. I knew that I had to really commit to one or the other in this one, and that was going to be my toughest challenge. So.
If you could do it again in terms of going for a big shot, or maybe trying to lower your score more, which tactic would you take from your perspective?
I'm sorry?
If you could change up what you did tonight and maybe throw more punches or less punches, which would it be?
I think I would have just been a little more patient in the second round, and just believed in my stand-up a little more. I mean, it's not that I didn't. I really have some really good sparring partners. They're the best in the world, and I work out hard. Boxing. And like I said, it's just that indecisiveness in certain fights, certain matchups. You gotta take a pick. You can't back and forth it like that. That's what I did the first time, and that's what cost me the fight.
What's the hardest shot that you tried to
I don't know. I think the one that cut me a little bit here was, I think it was just a good shot. I didn't feel like it was that hard of a shot. It just hit me in the right spot. Just like the first fight. I wasn't stunned. He just hit me in the right spot, and he cut. And he's a real boxer, so you can't take punches from a guy like that. Same with me. I landed punches on people, and they're all busted open. So,
You guys obviously really trained on each other, throwing heavy shots, and it looked like you tagged him really good a couple of times. Did you feel like you had the confidence to go up and heavy shots?
I felt like I would just like a fraction. My time was off just a little bit tonight. I just felt so. I don't know. I'll just get back in there, let myself heal, and whatever Scott wants me to do, wherever he wants me to fight, 155, 170, and build back up, and we'll see if a rubber match is in the future. I don't know, I'm down for whatever, but yeah, I just felt like I was a little bit off the timing, but it's all right. So like I said, I'll just reevaluate the fight when I get home, and we'll see, see what I think, and that's it. Go in there. All right.
No, you know what? I don't think it did. I think, like I said, I think it was just indecisiveness. Like, I went out there throwing a little bit of punches and then grabbing on him a little bit, and I didn't commit to a takedown. The ones I did commit to, I went on top. And I think that's why I had decided to go on top in that fight, and I started going on top. Just like I decided to work my stand-up in this fight, and I started working my stand-up. And the thing was, it was too indecisive in the first round, and before I started to taking it to the ground, I was already hit and I was already cut. And that doctor should have stopped the fight. It was a small cut. I had blood in my eye in this fight. Yeah, I had blurry, it was blurry on one side, and I'll fight with one eye. I mean, it was just same thing in the last fight. I had one eye was a little blurry, and I was gonna win that fight, man. I wasn't gonna lose that fight. I think I would have won that fight in the second round. This guy trained how to fight me. He knew how to fight me this time, and he went 5 rounds. And you know, if I had been a little bit less indecisive this time too, I think I would have finished the fight. You know, but like I said, with that guy, it's just it's about committing to one or the other, taking him to the ground or staying up. You know, if I choose one or the other, I don't think I'd have a problem with it.
Nick, when you got cut, was there any trepidation, any thoughts of shit? It's the whole EXC all over again.
No, I was just, I was more like, I don't give a, you know, I'm like, they're not gonna stop it this time. I don't care. I was angry, you know, but I mean, what are you gonna do, man? I knew I screwed up. I got careless and came in. You know, I was rushing in there a little bit too much, and I just had to take a step back and go, why did I do that? And, just do the right thing.
With everything being said, are you ultimately happy with your performance, or is there, coming out of this, do you think there's something that you need to work on?
No, well, I'm not, I don't want to say I'm completely happy with my performance. Like, you know, I know what I shouldn't have done now, you know, and so I'm happy, I'm happy with the way it went, you know, I can't complain, you know, I won the fight, so.
Hey Nick, it looked like they were taping your glove right before coming out to the cage, and then they taped your second one in the cage. Were you properly warmed up to the?
I'll tell you what, I didn't. Koenig came in, you know, and she shook my hand before the fight, and she had her hands wrapped already, and I'm going, isn't she coming out before me? And I was going, I should probably already be wrapped right now. So it was not going good whatsoever. I had a really late warm up. And, you know, not that I didn't have a really good corner with me, but we were just kind of relaxing a little bit too much back there. So I was really in a hurry to get I was Josh Thompson's fight, I'm being wrapped, and I'm like, oh my God. No, I'm just going like, you know, please don't get knocked out. You know, I'm rooting for Josh, like, come on, Josh. You know, don't tap out, or, you know, so. But, yeah.
It looked like to me, personally, in the third round, you really started to get your rhythm. Was there, at what point for you personally did it click? Like, okay, I'm on this roll now. I got it.
I think I am a slow starter. You know, a lot of the time. That's why I had a good plan for the second round, and then I think that you know, I just I screwed up a little bit in the second round, but I just knew I had to pull it together, and then that's what I did.
Nick, do you think switching stances, you really switched up, it seemed like quite a lot between fighting southpaw and orthodox? You think that confusion?
I think it screwed with him a lot. I think, you know, I was standing southpaw just when I was standing across from him, and then when we came across, I was standing conventional, so I think he was like, whoa.
Feel more comfortable and safer in a conventional stance?
I did with him, because I knew he had trained for southpaws, and he did. I got hit when I was standing southpaw, you know. It's the wrong type of guy to be standing southpaw with. He's a real boxer, and he should, you know. I noticed in my sparring, I switched it up, and I stood conventional, and I picked it up and put it together, and I was like, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna fight conventional, because I conventional takedowns, you know, I'm really a lot better at finishing takedowns if I shoot in, standing that way. So.
Is this something we're going to see more of in the future?
You're going to see it all, you know, do it all, so.
It seemed like after the end of the second round, you weren't keeping your distance in the second round quite as much, it seemed like. And then something said to you in between the second and third round, so you came out right away, went for a shot, and then it seemed like you kept your distance really well from that point forward.
Sorry. Can you tell me one more time?
It seemed like you came right out in the third round, went for a shot, didn't get it obviously, but you kept your distance. In the second round, it seemed like
I wanted him to throw some punches. I was doing all the punching, I felt like, and I needed him to throw some punches. I knew he was only throwing 1-2, so I counter, you know, I counter with 3 punches after that. So I was trying to get him to throw, and hoping them to bounce off my glove a little bit, and then counter, you know. So I have to watch the tape to see if that was actually working for me. Maybe I suppose it wasn't, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
You're usually more of a boxer, and this fight threw a lot of weird kicks, kind of a lot of spinning kicks, a couple axe kicks. That's something you've been trying to work in more, or is that just a throw?
You know what? I actually didn't work on that stuff enough. I knew I should have, and then I just I knew I should have been throwing kicks at the bag and throwing kicks on people, but I really didn't have a lot of time for this fight. I took this fight on short notice, and I just I put my boxing together, and I was just like, hey, go out there and box this guy, And that's what I'm saying. I knew I could beat this guy boxing. I knew I'm a better boxer than he is. And I think you would have seen more of that if I hadn't even gone for any takedowns at all. I don't think I would have shot for takedowns except for I was already going on top right away because I knocked him down. So I don't know. I guess I felt like I was going on top, so I kind of like that feeling. So I wanted to shoot in on him. But I'm not a wrestler. But at times they do have decent takedowns. So I was trying to put him on his back a little bit.
Any thoughts at all of? I know you have like one boxing match. Any thoughts of boxing more?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna pay me enough. But yeah, sure I would. I'd love to. I'd love to challenge. I'd love to fight those guys. I'd love to be, I'd love to be in that sort of competition with all those Super Six and all that. I got a really good sparring with some of those guys, and I feel like if I was training full time like they were, that I would be on their level, Not that I am on their level, I feel like I do well with them, but by the time they really are close to their fight, just like me, when I'm really close to my fight, I'm really ready for an MMA fight, and when they're close to their fight, they're really ready for a boxing fight, and I think that if I was getting paid for that, then that's what I'd be getting ready for, and I'd be able to, I'd be a force to be reckoned with in that sort of tournament,
Did you see the final punch stats? I'm surprised you see KJ throw more punches. Did you see the final punch stats at all?
No, but I figured that I wasn't gonna try to throw too many punches because I knew that he would keep swinging wild and miss. Yeah, it's just that he was throwing those punches. I think I was making him miss a lot though.
For the media and for Nick right here, the total strikes thrown, Diaz was 443 and Diaz was 611. The total strikes landed was 310 to 194. Power punches was 103 to 134. So it's actually very interesting, the breakdown. But from my opinion, the flow of the fight after the second round definitely went. And even the first round when he dropped KJ, right? The second round I thought was pretty even, and then he started controlling after the third round, and then I think clearly controlled the fight the rest of the way through. But guys, you know what? This was one of the epic battles I've seen in Strikeforce, and we're very proud to have Mr. Diaz here be our world champion, and definitely should be number one, number two in that weight division. And we've had some great fights in this building with Fedor and all the great fights with Kung and Frank, and this is right up there with him, and we're very proud. Nick, congratulations on the victory, and we look to have you fight again very soon, maybe beginning part of 2011.